Hey, we're back. Looks like oil stuff at 10:30. Other than that, Market Watch shows nothing for today. So, core CPI yesterday, and we got PPI tomorrow. And if there's nothing today, probably be a little choppy. But we've got bot one on. Officially have four PAs, just 25Ks. But hell, if I could get them to make me $500 each a month, that's 2,000 a month right there, just with those. This one we should be passing soon. Today, I would like to pass it today or tomorrow. And then we'll have 5. I'd also like to just feel completely better. Yo, 100 lot. I'm barely back, but I'm back. I know, I didn't take it though. I was being a little too or wait. Oh yeah, that one. I mean, the market, when we get close to those big areas of like liquidity, it's like we're obviously going there. So I just said, F it. We'll get in there on the breaks of these highs. Or I don't remember what I did. Got in and added to it. I'm starting to feel like you. Look at me. I'm building up a little PA army. Yeah, fast ones are the nice ones. Just get rewarded and get the hell out of there. No, we're not. We've got like 750 to go, right? Ish on this one. They're just 25Ks, but they're cheap. So we should have 5 here by the end of the week, and then I want to start working on maybe the next 5 do 50Ks. While we work on those 50Ks, let the bot trade these. But I've been doing really good manual trading, so I almost want a manual trade, but I don't. I need to stick to my original plan, and I want to see through at least like the full month of March with them or at least a full month of the bots trading the performance accounts and just see what they do. I don't think they'll hit the $1,500, but if they can end green, it's free money. Well, and then I just focused on adding performance accounts. Oh my god, my throat. I'm thinking this bot just trades 2 micros per account. But hell, if I can just make like around $500 per account per month, that's 2,000 a month with these four. Obviously, it would take a couple months to finally be able to start taking money out, but that I was thinking about that this morning too. Now that I added 2 more, maybe let the bot trade 2 and I'll trade 2. Because if I can keep doing what I've been doing, then I should be able to get the max payouts. I'm not going to do it this week. Still just not feeling that great. And if I make a mistake or something, oh, we'll see. We'll talk about it later. For now, bots trading all 4 of those 2 micros each. Sometimes it takes a pretty big setup. Last week or 2 weeks ago, there was like 120 point setup, 120 point setup that worked. So it's really up to the market. If the market's going to give me big wins or what, it's all risk. At least with the bot's not going to get all emotional, blow them up one day. Are we still up here at all-time highs? An hourly got we had equal highs at all-time highs, right? On the hourly, and then we had this run up here on the 8th, stabbed up into here, and then sold off. Created a fair value gap on the hour, came down, came right back up into this. Then we just did the same thing right here. Overnight session. Took out this high. Fair value gap. So maybe looking for, I'm thinking either sideways or down today. But the fact that we had news yesterday and no news today and then news tomorrow makes me think we're going to be a little choppy. So we're just gonna have to be snipers on our entries and exits. Yeah, or I could be completely wrong and we like rip up to all-time highs. This whole trend is still just moving up. Just we'll see what the market wants to offer us. I don't need to figure out what the hell it's trying to do because you can't figure out what it's trying to do because it's going to do whatever it wants to do. You just got to wait for a setup to form and then you're like, "Oh, I usually know what happens when it looks like that." And then you get in, get your money, move on with your day. Yes, on the 5 minutes got a little V going on. Nasdaq, not so much. The hell is ES doing? It thinks that the market opened already. I'm looking along right now. You wanted to come down to this low? Well, here we go. Hope you got quick fingers there, Hunter Lot. I'm gonna try and wait just a couple of minutes. There you go. You had some balls long in that. I want to see what ES does. If it's not willing to come down and take out its low, then we could get in on Nasdaq. Jesus. It's dropping, but again, look at ES. ES did not come down to that 830 low. Came right back to this pretty much on the 15-minute. Like that we came down to that 15-minute. We'll take that. Just a quick like 11 points. 95 to 06. Just getting a reaction off that 15-minute. I wish I would have spotted that. I meant to pull up a 15-minute to see where we were heading. And that's a good spot to bounce off of. Could have had a buy down there. This could keep going though too. Jason, how's it going? I was just looking for a scalp off of it. ES still is not taking out its 830 lows. Glovin, what's going on? Is there a particular reason for that? Or you just don't feel like trading today? I'm kind of oh nice. You take another trade, Hunter Lot? This still is unwilling to go down here. Might get in another long. I think a long down here is good, but I'm nervous. I feel like if ES does go take out that low, Nasdaq is just gonna tank even harder. The hell is this market doing? Nasdaq must think I'm still in this trade. That's why it's just going sideways right now. I need to place a just a test trade real quick over here. Okay. I've been trying to do that in the mornings with the PA accounts just to make sure that they're going to be able to place trades if the bot sees it. Here we go. What do you sleep before? Markets are open. All right, here's that low. There we go. Well, I was expecting some chop today, but I was hoping at least the chop was in like waves that we could trade. Look at the 1 minute. That's what's going on. Same, same plan that we've always had. Make it up as we go. One trade in up $200 on this account. We've got these 4 funded accounts that the bot is working with. Minus $6 just because I threw a one trade on just to make sure that it would go through. I'm gonna have to do that every day just to make sure that Rhythmic isn't gonna stiff me. I didn't touch the PAs yet. I don't know. I don't know about manual trading them. I don't know. PA means performance account. It's just the Apex funded. That's what they call these ones. So these 4, if we can get these to, I have to get these to 26.5, right? In order to be able to be allowed to take any money out. But all of these are set up with a bot right now. I have four instances of this guy running on each one of these accounts. Yeah, I have to make 1501 on each one of those. I think I can't remember. Some of these were fail. Like I started with 10 and I was going to trade them, and then I had a bad day and started blowing them. So then I took a step back and started reactivating them with the $35 discount, and I just started passing them like they were nothing. I don't know what happened. So I'm like, oh damn, I'll just trade one at a time, pass it, hand it over to the bot, and that's what we've been doing. I know it's in my head. Everything's in your head, Knives. That's where your brain is. It is a funny saying. Everything you interpret, see, hear, smell, love, hate, it's just stuff floating around in your brain. None of it's real. It brings me to my next topic. The brain is a very weird thing. I don't know if you guys have seen the like a picture of a brain with like the whole nervous system attached to it, and it just looks like an alien. Obviously, it's just like this. It looks like a jellyfish almost. It's just brain, and then all these tentacles out everywhere, and it's like that's that's all you are. That's all your feelings and emotions and everything. So and it's had me picture in my head like what if that's all we were? Like we didn't have the skeletons and the muscle and the skin and stuff. Everyone was just the brains and the nervous systems like floating around. That's weird. That's so weird. And then picturing like doctors or scientists or whatever like operating on brains, but they're just brains with their little tentacles holding things, cutting open other brains. It's weird. Just a thought experiment. Yeah, maybe John, maybe we're the aliens. whatever whatever virus I have has broken me. To the next. You've got some you've got some good discipline. Just stop it when you're down. I'll give you that. Well, so far this was expected. And if Hunter Lot can vouch for me, I was saying that we had news yesterday, no news today, and we have news tomorrow. So probably just a slow grind, like a slow, choppy, or slow grind down. So we don't need to get all frustrated. We knew the market was going to be a little biatch today. Yeah, I know. Shorting is against your rules. Sure. Market's always moving up and down. This is what we were looking at on the hourly. Had a had a swing back here that we went up and took out early this morning. Pretty strong reaction off of it, considering the moves that we were having. Came right back up into it. And then zooming out even more. Got all these were all-time highs being breached. And then same thing happened, which we came right back up into that gap. Now we're just grinding away. When you guys pay your PAs, or I guess 100 lot, I'm more curious with you. What do you pay the monthly or the lifetime? Alchi Faye, good morning. On these two, I paid the lifetime, but then with these two, I was like, I don't really want to shell out freaking $260. So I only paid the monthly fee on these two. Okay. Maybe I should have done that on the other two. I didn't want to have a if I if these stick around, I don't want a bunch of $85 bills coming out, you know? I just figured, like I said, since I was giving these to the bot to trade on micros, it might take them a while. So the lifetime fee, not a bad deal. But then with these two, I didn't want to shell out another $260. And this one's going to be passed soon as well. Oh, nice. We've been spending money. That's the problem. Well, hopefully we can start taking money out to start recovering these costs. But since these are just 25Ks, like I really needed multiple 25Ks to just feel good about it, you know? If I just had one trading two micros, I don't know, it'd kind of suck. Yeah, probably a good idea, knives. I don't know if this is going to do anything. I feel like we should poke it with a stick. This is ugly. Maybe 10 will give us something. Gotcha. Oh, we're going to do it. Here we go. And there's always a reaction at 10. Retort. Oh, yeah, go. Have a good one, man. See us go back up into this little gap up here. Right. Doesn't want to. Do a little bit of averaging down right here. Yeah, average down, Not in a unresponsible way. Still want it up into this gap though. Oh well. Gave us an extra like $100. I almost panicked there. I'm not against I don't think there's anything wrong with averaging down as long as you're not doing it irresponsibly. Like sometimes I throw on two contracts anyways, so if I get into a position size that's like way larger than what I normally trade because I'm averaging down, not wanting to take a loss, that's different. There, now it goes up to 30. Yes, I stand by that. Like with that one, I was prepared to kill it. I don't want to be trading. I don't have any set hard rules on this, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like I was, if that continued to go against me, I mean, I wasn't going to add a third one or keep holding. Then yeah, then I'll get out. But I mean, I didn't voice this. I was thinking it because it happened quickly. But I mean, we're close to this 300 level. Should get some type of reaction there. I can average down to just help my emotions a little bit by getting out quicker at break even or a little in the green, which is what we did. I like entering with one and then having one contract to kind of play around with if I need it. Seems to work. Maybe it worked there. I think it's safe to say it wasn't the best setup, anyways. I didn't really have a place for a stop in my mind. It's just really just thinking, okay, we moved pretty far. We haven't been moving far. We should go back up into this gap before we do anything else, which we didn't do, obviously. I mean, we went down first and then back up into it. um, I just feel like the whole adding to losers thing is blown out of proportion. If it's past where your trade is invalid, then yeah, you should never be adding to that. Your trade's invalid. But if you're not past the point where your trade's invalid, why not add to it to get a better entry? If still the price is still within the area that you yeah, but like I said, if it's not past your point of an invalidating your trade, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Well, so what? Sometimes you get some cuts on your hands, but other times you're going to reach down real quick and catch that knife, and you're going to catch it perfectly on the handle, and it's going to feel so good. And yeah, adding to losses, if it's past where your stop should be, I agree, you shouldn't be adding there because you should have got out where your stop was. But if the market is not past your stop, why wouldn't you add to it? Just because you got in a little early and now you're technically in a losing trade, but the trade's still valid. So why wouldn't you, if you can stomach it and increase your position size, why wouldn't you want a better position? The trade's still open. Well, I've shown it before. I don't know if this constitutes. I don't know if you consider this a. Um, I don't know if you would consider this losing trade or not, or not losing trade, but okay. Corey Peterson, what's going on? Um, I don't think I'm using a specific strategy. I've kind of just been. I mean, I've been sick the last almost 2 weeks now, so I'm trying to get back into it, but kind of just trade borderline looking at the market, like what ICT says and stuff. But then I just try to scalp little fair value gaps on the 30-second, pretty much, and watching higher time frames. So if we look at this right here, right? Let's say this. Let's say I wanted market was, moving down, created two fair value gaps. And I tell myself, okay, I want to short when we get into this fair value gap, right? Market starts coming up. I throw a short on right here. My first entry. First short is right here. And my stop is, let's just say my stop's up here, right? The market proceed, the next two candles are green and it is still moving up. If so, you're saying if I shouldn't add while we're up here? Like if I'm willing to hold to the stop, then the closest, as we get closer to that stop, I'm just getting better entries for my setup. Now, if the market were to move past the stop and I don't get out and then I keep adding, that's when I agree, don't add to losers. But if I short down here, just in case the market did tap the gap and then roll over, I think you should add if you can as the market digs further into your drawdown for that specific trade. Because the trade is still valid as long as we're in here. It's only invalid once it hits the stop. But if I had like a mental stop or something, then so yeah, why not add to it? Get a better entry, move your average up a little, then as it goes down, okay, well now I can maybe I feel a little more comfortable just taking the money because the market's not willing to give me what I'm looking for on this move. But I don't know. That's how I look at it. I stand by that. You're you keep your stop where you keep your stop where it is. And I'm not saying to like get into a position size that you wouldn't normally, but you say you can work with 5 contracts, you get in with a couple so you can get in on the move in case it doesn't dig further into the fair value gap or whatever. Save a couple contracts to add to it if it uh, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't explain it well how I'm thinking, but I think it's I think it's perfectly fine to do that still. As long as you're not getting in too large of a size that you don't normally trade and you're not adding past where your stop should be, then the trade's still valid. We don't know if the so if you have your entry and your stop, there's a range of where you could have entered, but you don't know if the market's gonna how far it's gonna go into that range. So you get in where you can. If it goes further into there, then you're getting a better risk to reward. You're risking less because it's closer to where your stop is. I think, yeah. I mean, like I said, that's the thing. Yeah, I agree. I know I've seen people where they keep averaging down. So I think that's why there's like a you hear average down, it's like, oh no, you can't do that. But uh some people average down forever and then they get burned because the market didn't come back. But they didn't have anywhere to place a stop. On these setups, I kind of do. Or at least I have an area where I'm thinking like, okay, if we go past there, like I'll just get out. I'll give you that on this one. I didn't really have a hard stop in mind, but once I saw we were still on the top side of 18,300, that's what gave me confidence to just add to it while we're down there. All right. I think we're gonna call it early again. Obviously, if you I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I still kind of don't feel that great. Um I'm not really looking to trade anymore. I'm gonna just let the bots are trading these four accounts today, so tomorrow we'll look and see if they took anything. Um but we're up 300 on this account. We just have 500 to go, and then we will have 5 PAs. We've never had this many PAs before. Hopefully the bot can just print us some money. That would be ideal. You guys be careful trying to trade this. There's no news the rest of the day, so or there's like some like crude oil and stuff, and I don't know. It might move the markets later, but who knows? You know it's gonna do what it wants to do anyways, so just be vigilant. But appreciate that, Corey. Hopefully tomorrow's just a little better than today. But you guys have a good one, and see you guys tomorrow.